Kobold Pitman. We're probably going to have to do some questing out here, but I just want to have a look around. Now, this whole upper area was not the dudes I needed. Do I like the Gladiator Paladin so far? Yes. It's allowed me to have almost no queue in the dungeon so far. Which is entirely why I picked it. Alright, well... Oh, this is even further outer. Where was I before then? I was in upper before, not outer. And was I looking for the things in upper? Well, that is in upper. Well, now we're in outer. Terok. I need Teroks. Okay. Yeah, so the only issue though with a healer, yeah, you can definitely get the dungeons, but whether you can output the damage is an issue sometimes. Which is definitely a thing in this game, because you'd know from playing, to change spec you change weapon, but that also resets, like, that's a different set of leveling. Nice balance. You played Paladin? Yeah, I've always preferred sort of the tank characters for that reason. I think you can get enough. You usually, especially early game, can get enough damage out of tanks to be just fine. But yeah, the added bonus of no low queues in dungeons. Oh, you got one of each on 80? Nice. Yeah, I always enjoyed tank more as well. I had healers and damage dealers. But depending on the class, like some of them I did okay in with damage, but never top tier damage. And healing I could do the role, but I didn't really enjoy it, so it was more of I'd do it out of duty if necessary. I wouldn't complain, but I still just really wouldn't enjoy it. So I didn't spend any or very much time outside what minimally I had to be able to do the role. Whereas I just enjoyed the tank spot much more. So I was always working out ways to be a little bit better or more efficient in certain things. We are not going to find these, Wait, I need Teroks. I found them. I am going to find these super quickly, I was saying. I'm going to stand in that attack. And it's going to do nothing to me because I'm a tank. I'll move out of this one. For no particular reason. Hey. It's cheating on me. Shooting is definitely cheating. I'll report you. Alright, Tarok done. Everything else can wait. There's far too much of a hassle. Where are we gone? I'm cocking a minifiller at the Waking Sands. And joining a free company, apparently. What quest is that, Fufu-Lupa? Oh, you got a triple charge challenge? Nice. Paladin, Dragoon, White Mage. White Mage is healing, yeah? Would like to go in, please. Welcome back, Panz. Were the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Yeah. Each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, Panz. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer. Quest complete.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies.
Yeah, that was supposed to be remembrances.
Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None.
Oh, yeah.
I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them.
Yeah, I shouldn't join any of the companies. They didn't remember the people they were remembering at the remembrance ceremonies.
Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Interesting. We need to select a Grand Company. So, for this character, I'm going to make it simple. We started in Uldar. We're going to take the Grand Company in Uldar. Which I think is you. Welcome back, adventurer. I take it General Ralban's words kindled a fire within you? Yeah, sure, let's go with that. You can change later, yeah. Excellent. I fear that the incident with the traitor may have soured your opinion of us. It gladdens me to see this isn't the case. But before we can count you as one of our own, you must be formally inducted into our ranks. Please proceed to the Hall of Flames and identify yourself to the personnel officer. We'll notify him of your coming. With your strength joined to ours, we shall surely prevail over our enemies, be they beastmen or Imperials. Look, you put up a fine thing, but I'm sorry. Decide to cast your lot with the flames. There's no help for it. Just remember that it's never too late to sign on with a different crew. Well, you treat a man right. You never know. Not that I am disappointed, but I take comfort in the knowledge that individuals are permitted to transfer between Grand Companies. Know that the Order of the Twin Adder will be proud to have you should you undergo a change of heart. Okay. The Steps of Nald. Hey, dude. Wait. No, you. No. There you go. You. What brings you to the Hall of Flames this morning, adventurer? My name is Panztastic. I believe you are expecting me. I thought as much. You are just as our man at the Waking Sands described. It is an honor to meet you, sir. Now, in order to formalize your... Sir! Speak, Private. Imperial, sir. They've fired on a Skyways airship. Scouts say she's coming down into the vast near Horizon's Edge. Bloody hells, of all the times for this to happen. Panz, there's no time for formalities. The Immortal Flames needs your help. Now! We're in the midst of a large-scale operation against the Amaljar. We have no one to spare in Western Thanalin. You must get to that ship before the Garleans do. If there are any survivors, see they do not come to further harm. Now go. Yes, sir. Alright, company we keep, eh? Head to Horizon's Edge to determine the fate of the airship and its crew. Do I have a thing there? Run! Duty calls, commence battle, company you keep. We have the level sync down to 24. Sure. As an adventurer, what are you doing out here? No, wait, let's find some cover. You couldn't do tank or healer, there's nowhere to hide. Like your ranged DPS, you can hide at the back. Nicely put. Is there rogues in this game? Can you go invisible? You do have to be melee though. Immortal Flame sent you. How do you know I'm not an Imperial spy? I don't even have a uniform. You alright, sir? Scouts reported attack on your craft. We've come to rescue you. Panztastic, yes? Glad to have you with us. Now, I appreciate him, like, not just believing I am who I say I am without proper, like, authority. I don't have any ID. I don't have the uniform. I could just be making it up. You know? Smart lad not to trust just random strangers he meets in the desert after he crashed his airship. I've not seen a craft this design before. The trader Garlean has been busy. Secrets of Magitech are ours by right, and not to be squandered upon the savages of this land. We're taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garlean's crimes. Oh no, they're going to kidnap that little boy too. They mean to take the ship back to Castra Meridianum, along with your friend. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of Valala was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. Nice looking ship, and not the best place to have taken shelter, I agree. Oh, kids aren't that wise yet. That's why they're kids. It's the first airship we've built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garlean. Oh, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight. She was soaring. She really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. We attack on my command. Kill them quickly, and save the lolly if possible. Is that clear, Panz? Yep. Kill the bad guys, rescue the child. Standard stuff. Show them what becomes of those who play with fire. Charge! We're under attack. To arms! Oh, healing, that's cheating, bro. Let's stun you then. Alright. This thing's cool. Oh. Yeah, I'm fine, loving it. Stand still. The drive button. This idiot standing in the line of fire. Didn't they teach you not to stand in the line of fire at Gladiator School? Biggs? It's okay, little boy, we rescued you. Where'd you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close. So, how's she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications, we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. The Imperials will come looking for their scouts. We can defend this position until the engineers leave. You should go, Panz. You still have unfinished business to attend to at the Hall of Flames. You're not quite one of us yet, though anyone who'd seen you in action today would be forgiven for thinking otherwise. I just want to say sorry, you know, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. I got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously, though, if it hadn't been for you and the Immortal Flame lads there, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. That's right, man. I'd much rather have someone think instead of just mindlessly believe anyone. Wedge? Thank you. We're very grateful, sirs. I saw that Warframe put a new set of stuff out. It's a shame I didn't really get into that. They have a lot of content too. Speak with the dude at the Hall of Flames. We're going to have to teleport there. Welcome back, Panz. Word of your deeds in the field reached me not long ago. Exemplary service. Rest assured, Garlean Ironworks engineers are fine. They were able to get their vessel back in the air before Imperial reinforcements arrived. Your willingness to assist us on short notice is to be commended. Clearly your reputation is well deserved. Now then, I believe we have some unfinished business. Shall we continue from where we left off and induct you in the immortal flames? Yes, you should. Quest complete. You'd interest try, but not sure if you'll play enough to justify the monthly fee. You don't need a job. You don't have friends to actually play with. Yeah, it's kind of a tough one. It depends what you get out of it. Find a lot of people pick up an expansion, which usually... Not always. I don't know if this one specifically or just the complete set came with 30 days. Usually when you buy an expansion when it comes out or a little bit after it comes out, you get some game time with games like this. And then sometimes people will pick up like a second month after that and get most of the story done either within the first month or the second month and then put their subscription on hold until new content. I guess it just comes down to what you want or what you think you'll get out of it. And then there's people that like doing all the little content bits that come with instead of just the main stuff. Guild Wars 2 added a bunch of annoying grind. They kind of have to for this sort of game, otherwise people will say there's nothing to do. And the content that gets put out on for big patches, like especially on Twitch, I've heard it from a lot of people, where the wondering is why can't they just make content like this? It's like content like that costs money and time and a bunch of other stuff, you know. And a lot of resources that even though I guess the other thing too is people don't actually know how much money these games make. Like this one and WoW, yeah, make good money. But there's a lot of other games that don't make that sort of money. But also, people have to have ideas for content. And some people just run out of ideas, you know, and other ideas don't work with the theme and stuff. You know? Otherwise, bestsellers would just write themselves, right? Guild Wars 1, the grind was cosmetics. Oh, there you go. And ESO was mega boring. Yeah, and that's the thing too, whether it actually fits to you or not. Whether you dig it. No, let's speak to this dude again. For coin and country. Personnel officer stands ready to complete your induction into the ranks. Make me a Flame Lord. Panz Tastic. Are you ready, Panz? Then let us begin. Panztastic, you stand poised to enter a sacred trust. The flames of Ul'dah burn bright, casting light where there is dark and purging evil wheresoever it lurks. We are ever ready to meet the nation's enemies in battle, be they beastmen, Garleans, or worse. And at a word from our Flame General Rabban al-Din, we would gladly lay down our lives to maintain the peace and prosperity of Ul'dah. To join our ranks, you must forsake all other nations. Only then may you commit yourself to the fire and be reborn as an immortal flame. Burn as one of us, Panztastic, and together we shall chase the darkness from Ul'dah. Will you swear an oath to mark this occasion? My sword belongs to Ul'dah. Spoken like a soldier. You'll do well here. Very well. Your resolve is plain. Panztastic, I hereby confer upon you the rank Flame Private 3rd Class. Welcome to the Immortal Flames, Private. May you fight to the last for coin and country. I think so, Bonfire, yeah. I mean, I'm an adventurer. Mine's clearly burnt off by, you know, fighting dragons and whatnot. That's acceptable. Can you hear me, Panz? This is Minfilia. An officer of the Mortal Flames contacted me with the news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Tastic. I have no doubt you are eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades, but I would ask you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a Flame of Ul'dah, you are no less a scion. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience, convenience. There are some friends who would like very much to meet you. I shall be waiting. She's got it for us so bad. Seems your presence is required elsewhere. Before you leave, perhaps you could find a moment to speak with Commander Swift. You're not one to see the new recruits go into field unprepared. Panztastic sounds like a porn star name. I mean, you would definitely be the aficionado on this one, so I'll take your word for it. You may now accept the quest, My Little Chocobo, Immortal Flames, by speaking with Swift. The quest must be completed in order to proceed to the end of the main scenario for Realm Reborn. Delivery missions unlocked. Wait, I get to deliver missions? You are now a member of the Grand Company. You've been assigned rank of Private 3rd Class. The Grand Company and rank can be confirmed at any time under the Profile tab and the Character interface under the Character in the main menu. Grand Companies pay members not in guild but in company seals. You can confirm how many seals currently in your possession under the currency in the main menu. Seals can be earned by completing various Grand Company missions. Grand Company Quartermaster is stationed at each of the Grand Company headquarters and will exchange items for company seals. Company seals are only redeemable with the Grand Company that issued them. Supply and provisioning missions. Grand Companies always constantly need supplies and provisions. To maintain their daily operations, adventurers can earn experience points and company seals by crafting or gathering items required, delivering them to speak to Grand Company or person officer, one of the many officers stationed throughout the realm for delivery. Items sought change every day, Earth time. They can be confirmed by selecting timers located duty menu. Okay. My Little Chocobo. Swift believes that you should get yourself a Chocobo. I believe I should get myself a Chocobo too. Panztastic. Yes, a moment of your time, if you please. I did not play Company of Heroes. You wish to carry out your duties swiftly, do you not? Well then perhaps you should get yourself a Chocobo. If you're interested, the Immortal Flames will furnish you with one. It's not a complex process, but it does require some paperwork. First, to speak with the Quartermaster to obtain a Flame Chocobo Issuance. You'll need to exchange company seals in order to do so. Once you receive your issuance, show it to Mimigun by the Gate of Nald. He'll be the one to furnish you with a bird. Pup no longer. Swift would have you begin your training in earnest. Panztastic, I've been keeping a close eye of you late. Your efforts on behalf of Uldar do us all proud. Yes, I understand now what the Flame General saw in you. Would not be an understatement to say that the future of our Grand Company is riding on your capable shoulders. And yet it is also clear to me that you have only begun to tap the depths of your potential. Your flame burns strong, but it may yet grow stronger. Yes, I would see you become a blazing inferno that reduces all that oppose Uldar into smouldering embers. Now that's sounding like the writing of one of those ladies' books. It is with such hopes that I have made arrangements for you to receive training at the Wolves' Den, a proving ground established by the Eorzea Alliance and the training of Grand Company recruits. Mayhap you are familiar with it. That look in your eye tells me you are eager to take to the road. I knew I had not misjudged you. The Wolves' Den is to be found just off the shores of La Noscia. A ferry at Morbury Docks in Lower Noscia. All for grant you passage there. Upon your arrival, seek out Storm Captain Broke Lotritlschlun. I have already taken the liberty of submitting a letter of recommendation on your behalf. It was a nice game, the game I was playing that set your CPU on fire. His ancestors legally similar but an evil theme. Might steer away from that one. Although your CPU seems to get rather hot. Might be all the activities you're watching on. Alright, let's get this where is Chocobo dude? Probably there, right? I want a bird. You do only have a 16-core Ryzen. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, bursting into flames is one of the side effects from turning it on, right? When a bird issues, say, then I need to see your flame Chocobo Issuance. Of course, you'll need to exchange flame seals for it. You can earn these by completing tasks in Mortal Flames. Uldar's Grand Company. Wait, I can't have a bird yet? What? How many? Must just have some complicated AI. No. More likely it's got something that runs, usually it's GPUs that have that problem, where there's no internal cap in the software, and then a menu will... That's what New World did. Because the menu took all the graphics out of it, but and people who... What you should do, whenever you get a new graphics card, you should use in the graphics card setting for, like as a general umbrella rule, manually set its maximum frames per second to an arbitrary number, like 120 or 144 or 200 or something, right? So that you don't get a game that makes your allows the renderer to render an unlimited number and almost instantly catch fire. A lot of people don't think of that, and they're not set like that from factory. They're set at uncapped, which can be bad. Alright, so if I want to get... Can I get a Chocobo Issuance here? I don't think so. Private third class, that's terrible. Weapons, armor, materials. Okay, it costs 200. Where's my monies? I have 0. Right. Well, that sucks. But I do have a job to do something, which is going to give me some flame seals. So this is the one we're going to do, and then we can get our Chocobo. Which means we have to go back to La Noscia. I did see the... Oh, there he is. Can I get to here? I'm not attuned there. What about here? I'm not attuned there. Okay then, well what about... Is there another way into this one? And that one? To that one? 521 gil! It's high robbery. You cap the... Yeah, I usually just run VSync on most of the stuff that I've got. But I've got my... because I don't care for massive numbers. I think I just set mine at 120. I might have even set it at 60. And I doubt it. Normally I give myself some leeway for unknown reasons. Yeah, if you've got 144Hz monitors, then you probably don't want to set it to 60, right? Or 120. 144 is a good number, though, if you've got 144Hz monitors. Strangely enough. Oh, that's a leave quest. I don't want to do that, though. I want to go here. Excuse me, ferry skipper. Oh, okay. Where do we need to go to? I need to back out of this map. I'm here. I need to go to here, which is Morabri Dry Docks, which is Morabri Bay. Is that an option? Passage to Limsa Lominsa. Passage to the Isles of Umbra. No, I don't think this is where... Okay, if I click on Limsa Lominsa Lower Docks, I'm here. Okay. Where's the Isle of Umbra Docks? I haven't been there yet. Okay. Is that Mulberry? Okay, we can take this one. So, La Loa Nosha. That's neither of those. Oh, Candlekeep Key. Okay, there we go. You have to for Bethesda or things break. Oh, that's true. Alright, before I do anything though, I am in Lower Lenosha. That's upper. South Shroud. South Shroud. Upper. North. Somewhere else. South Shroud. Shroud. That's in Eastern. Okay, not here. Okay, tune. We don't need to register Chocobo porters because we're going to have one soon. Speak to this dude here. Is this the one we want to speak to? Pup no longer. Oh, okay, good. And he'll take me to where I need to go. Ooh. I wonder how accurate task manager reporting of GPU temperature is. I guess... I guess the accuracy of the reporting is more on the thermometer or the temperature sensor than anything else. Skiff is bound for Wolves Den. Might you care to join us? I think so. You have entered a PvP area. Player versus player. Duty involves battle fought against other players rather than in-game creatures. It incorporates an independent battle system with its own set of unique rules. Final Fantasy XIV offers several different varieties of PvP, from ranked matches to casual training to anywhere from 2 to 72 participants. For more information on PvP, visit Lodestone, the official player's site for Final Fantasy. I just wanna... I get it, I get it. I'll get around the ship. Map says I can get around. Map lies. Wait, do we go inside? No, it's inside the ship, not around the ship. Have you got coupons for me now? I need tokens. QR codes are so shady from a security perspective. Why? Not everything's a conspiracy. It's a tinfoil free zone. I don't recall seeing your ugly mug around here before. Say that Swift sent you. He said he was sending an adventurer, not some simpering sea louse. Bah, if I'd known it was your sorry hide I'd be dealing with, I'd have spit on your recommendation papers and tossed him in the briny deep. Much to me chagrin, you made it here in one piece. What a lovely fella. So listen up, this place they call the Wolves' Den, but you're no wolf. No, you're the runt of the litter, a whimpering, drooling pup who'd be lucky to suckle one drop from your mum's teat before your bigger siblings grabbed you by the neck and tossed you aside to starve like the wretch you are. Stand up straight, maggot. This ain't no place for the faint of heart, and I give your sorry ass till dawn before you run home with your tail between your legs crying for your mum. Oh, I give it much less than that, sir. I just want to get my my token so I can buy a Chocobo. You're beyond help, but because I'm feeling goddamn generous, I'll give it to you anyway. If you're mind to learn something, come back and beat it into good to you proper. And next time you show your ugly mug, I want to see fangs. Dismissed. Do I get my things? Thank you, sir. I can buy a Choco now. Now let's get the Choco Issuance form. What are you? Like civilized men and women, mortal flames. Oh, level 30 quest. So you want to be a pugilist? Well, I don't really. Lieutenant Mimio is looking for a few good soldiers. Well, maybe. Privatastic. If you have a moment, I would discuss a matter most grave which concerns the flames, and by extension, you. Perchance you're familiar with the Battle of Cartano? Countless Eorzeans and Garleans massacred by an elder primal, end of an era and so forth. Yeah, meteors landed on the world, blah blah blah. Good. For a moment I feared you'd been living in a cave for the past 5 years. Yeah. Then surely you know that the Cartano Flats, where the battle took place, is a hellish wasteland with the remnants of that fateful day. Hardly anything of consequence to be found there now, eh? Certainly nothing worth protecting, and yet, in spite of that, the Eorzean Alliance continues to maintain a military presence in the region. Why do you suppose that is? Because there is something there of consequence. Allegheny Ruins, to be precise. They were discovered following the Calamity, and allied scholars have been studying them ever since. 3 nations working in tandem for a greater good. Should come as no surprise that it would not last. You see, Uldar, Limsa, and Gridania have all formally asserted a claim to the territory. Negotiations have thus far proved fruitless, and so we are to settle the dispute on the field of battle. Oh, but do not misunderstand. We won't be going to war with our allies. Hostilities shall be confined to the disputed territories. But we shall fight to submission, not death. So there's no cause for concern, oh no. You won't be expected to kill your opponent, merely deprive him of the will to fight. But what if death deprives him of the will to fight? I'm quite strong. I say you because the only real reason I deign to share this information is with you, because your company needs you, Private. We'll be damned if we're going to let a foreign power lay claim to these ruins, so we need every able-bodied soldier we can muster on the front line. I expect you still have questions and concerns. Very well, speak with our man at the airship landing. He will tell you everything you need to know now. That sounds like a PvP one. Might hold off on that one then. Where is it? Alright, I want my bird. Chicken, please. I wish to apply for a promotion. Well, sure. Your current rank is Flame Private 3rd class. If you wish to become Flame Private 2nd class, you must fulfill the following requirements. Oh, you must pay 2,000 seals. You lack the sufficient seals for promotion. Okay, I see. Completing a task in the name of a mortal flame will earn your payment in flame of seals. Seals are honoured currency of the organization and be used to purchase. Okay, we need to craft or collect. Wow, there's a lot of places. Okay. No more deliveries being accepted today. Why? So the next mission allowance in 2 hours. Okay, fair enough. I'll be here. I'll be here. I want my chicken. Thank you, sir. Mimi gun? Mimi gun? 1 chicken, please. What a bird issued you say? Then I'll need to see your flame chocobo issuance. We have burb. Oh, not yet. Wow, you're wearing a burb mask. Okay. Yes, everything appears to be in order. A moment, please. I'll be right back with your chocobo. I'd like a good one, please. Who's a pretty birdie? And here he is. The fellow has been in high spirits the past few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Now then, to make it official, you want to give your noble steed a name. Burb. Que. I'm not calling you Que. Alright, red burb. Flame burb? Que. Names must be 2 and 20 alphabetic characters. Flame burb. Oh, no spaces. Can I get another capital in there? No. Alright, flame burb it is. Name your chocobo flame burb. Yep. Que. Hey, come back, flame burb. I dare say he likes his name. Here is your own chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it and your feathered friend will come bounding to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when summoned in crowded city areas or monster-infested lairs. They're stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. Lastly, I present you with your chocobo rider's license, as is required by law. And that concludes the formalities. I wish you and your chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. I have a flame burb. They gave me money. Oh no, experience for getting a flame burb. Yeah, experience is fine. Cannot summon him at this time. You use the whistle, which will then acquire you an action, which then in the future the action will summon the burb. Alright, I used the whistle, but I lost my action. Where's my, We have burb. I've got burb. That is a PogChamp. Okay, stuff to do was... for Coin and Country. Visit the sign at the Waking Sands. Yes. Now, here's the thing. I can use my own to get there, or I can take the porter, which I think takes the same amount of speed for a measly thing, and then I can, like, use the... I'll use my own, since this is the first time. But would almost rather take the porter, because then I don't have to steer. Hang on. Auto run. Alright. Okay. They're in Shroud. Shroud. Coel Pup. He's a good boy. Apkalu. It is 1 a.m. for me right now. You can tell by the fact that it says 1 a.m. over there. Butts o'clock? I don't have Buttspot. I saw a really good Buttspot the other day. Comment. They picked the comment perfectly. It was really good. Well, I can take my burb inside. Later, flame burb. You go to bed around 9 p.m. Huh. I go to bed around 9 to 10 a.m. Welcome back, Panz. Lady Minfilia awaits you within. Hey, I got flame seals just for that. Crazy. I'll be able to, at this rate, I'll be able to get a promotion really quickly. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Panz. Now, when we last spoke, I said I wanted you. Meet some friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Tatru, please show them in. This way, sirs. I remember these guys. It's Biggs and his son. Thanks for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm his son, Wedge. God's man, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. Pleased to say that Biggs and his son Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garlean Ironworks, who very kindly sent us one of their finest engineers and his son. Our happy family continues to grow on behalf of the Scions. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea, and I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. She's a bit blunt and to the point. I mean, not a bad thing, but just openly in front of everyone like that. Alright, Minfilia. Sylph management. Level 20. Minfilia needs you to investigate the Sylphs.
Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Eorzea, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldesion?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Popalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor.
Oops. Sorry.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the
Hey,
sylphs
Toby.
do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained, until such time as we know.
Oh, you're gonna give Dishonored 2 a second playthrough. Man, I've got those. I played through 1. It was a gift from my longest term supporter. And with it came a challenge to do the never be seen, never raise an alarm, don't kill anyone, all in one challenge on hard. And man, it was brutal. Absolutely brutal. We got through it at the end. And then I did other stuff and then never got around to getting back to the second or third one. They're on the list. The list is very long though. Oh yeah, it took forever. It took a long time. Yeah, very, very long list of other games. Hit to play, like, what do you call them? They're not historical games, old games. Not new games. Still goodies. You'll be patiently waiting too? Nice. Like I said, I'll get around to it. The list is long. And thick. I guess I'm supposed to put that in there as well. Legally required to say that, yeah.
It would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal
I'm being told
has
girthy was the
passed.
accurate wordage there. My bad.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone.
I will enjoy
What we
Dishonored
can
2, man.
say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
And Garuda doesn't sound very nice.
In short, it is essential that we approach the sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo.
Oh, that's that thing where I pass out, right?
Winning the sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us?
Yes.
I am grateful.
And Thancred is jealous.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Man, I don't want to do any babysitting.
Us, Ida, us!
No, Papalima, you stay home. Let the adults go fight the good fight. Oh, man. I'm going to have to walk backwards just so they can keep up. Your mission is to make contact with the Sylphs, with the ultimate goal of finding peaceful resolution to the threat posed by Ramu. Alright. Adder's Nest is at the Black Shroud in New Gridania. Can I go there? Oh, I can. That's expansive, though. That's alright. Now, if we're going to the Shroud, we have to keep an eye out for our things in our book. What area of Shroud are we going to exactly? Old Gridania? Central Shroud? Not really in Central Shroud. I'm sure when we get out there we'll see someone. Now. Dude, I love these. Where's the bard? I think you have to program these yourself. I mean, I'm sure there's a website that lets you, or people share them in forums and stuff. On my first play session, there was some dude, his was playing Don't Fear the Reaper. And it was great. I'm gonna have to look into that. There's software that mapping MIDI data to keyboard keys so you can play with an instrument. Oh, nice, yeah. Many moons ago, I did music coding in GW Basic. So it was single tone output. And it's kind of cool because you could get like you could play like the lyrical melody from songs quite well with that. It was very beepy. Beep 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 beep. I beg pardon, it's this terrible habit of mine to think aloud, but tell me what brings you to Adder's Nest. Monies and wealth. Quest complete. That was easy. We come in peace. Commander Vassal Helua. Commander VH has been awaiting the aid of the Scions. Hail adventurer, I bid you welcome to the Adder's Nest. Do you seek to entwine your destiny with the Twin Adder? That sounds NSF'd up. Okay to stream this? Oh man, kids are here. Good evening, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. We would have been here sooner, but my kid brother wanted to tag along. Always a pleasure to see the two of you. My man told me your quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. Little Bird told us the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Ah, your Little Bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of Twelveswood home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of Elder Seedseer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. Twin Adders are of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that the Sylphs' relation to the primal Ramu has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. There should be even a sliver of chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and Sylphic tribes. It is a possibility we cannot continue. Better to safe than sorry, indeed. Do we strike at Ramu or leave the Sylphs to their own ways? That is the question, and I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. You destroy Ramu and genocide the Sylphs. Opinions abound with Gridania, but to listen to only one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side. The Sylphs themselves, no, they'll just lie and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you Scions come in. Okay, we will listen to them and then we'll slaughter them while we're there. The Sylphs of Little Solace remain untempered and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. I would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of productive parley. And en route to Little Solace, you will come upon Hawthorne Hut, Officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. Friendly palaver with the Sylphs. It should be pleasant enough diversion. Hawthorne Hut, was it? I believe the ferry departing from Wetshore Pier should take us straight there. A friendly palaver indeed. Hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papalimo. Okay. Oh, alright. Speak with Mitani at West Shore Pier. That way. Oh, I can do that. Now, do we have a... I probably should tee up some of these in case I'm here at a later date. Plus I'm heading this way anyway, I think. Yep. I think. Collectible exchange appraiser. Be with you in one moment, Mitani. Just gonna go tune myself on your Ethernet. Yeah, very important to get your free Wi-Fi set up. Roaming costs are astronomical. Aye, the ferry dock to the base of the hill will carry you across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east. You should find the Hawthorne Hut without much trouble. Thanks, Mitani. East Shroud. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. They said ferry at the bottom of the docks. Speak with Amulet. Hawthorne Hut. Hang on. So where are we coming from? We're coming from here. We want to go to here. Which is... What are the options? Sweet Bloom Pier or Lavender Beds? Once there, you only need to, okay. Chinese instructor, take the ferry from West Shore Pier to reach the East Shroud. Once there, you only need to head due east. But which one? Purchase or seek? My apologies and inconvenience, this ferry is presently out of service. It won't be that one then. But this one. I'm be heading across the lake to Sweet Bloom Pier and East Shroud. Well, in the end that made it easy, but it wasn't when I was coming. Central Shroud. So we're in East Shroud, right? So what we should be doing is checking our book. Do we have any East Shroud? No East Shroud. Okay, well, we'll ignore the book for now. And where are we going? We come in peace. Oh! Who's a good boy? Oh, that's great. If only we had like a horn. Just give him a little bit of a spurring. Oh, oh. I don't think a choco makes that sort of noise. Probably high pitched or roadrunnery. Meep meep. I'm going to allow it. Hey, Ameline. Indeed, I am Ameline of the Twin Adder. I understand you're here to learn of the Sylphs, yes? Yes. For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot. Particularly since the Empire has come to Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as folk. I'll have their quirks, but so do we all. No? No. Would you know more? You'd do well to speak with their master of this hut, Rolf. He's forgotten more about Sylphs than I'll ever know. Probably be easier if he hadn't forgotten it all. Hey, Rolf. Come to learn a thing or two about Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing. They're a peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, just let me tell you. So you'll tell me two things. They're... no, he won't. He'll tell me one thing. Beg pardon, my friend, my memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much more in my adventure days. It's all cluttering in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before, you might have more luck with them. Yeah, my dad took an arrow in the knee too, mate. Isabel Hawthorne. The Sylph, yes. Father's told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You'd do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up in a mess of gilfs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Teehee. I think the other ones are outside. Sylphic Studies. Register with the Chocos in case we need to... In case we decide to take a porter. May as well. I wonder if there's an achievement for registering with all the Chocos in the spots in the town. The Sylphs, veteran tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. One day they're drawing marble faces on our masts, the next they're sending our young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbour no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. Yeah, that sounds like they should be murdered. The quickest way to a quiver woman's heart might be through her stomach. But don't even think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves by simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. Okay, so one of those tanning mirrors then. Thanks, Rolf. Appreciate you telling your family the stories so they could tell them to me. Oh, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. A sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honoured greeting among their kind. You'd do well to remember this. May just help win the favour of our forest friends. Alright, let's go put the dance emote. Dance. Dance. Dance, dance. You got more knowledge, Rolf. Oh, still here. Great. There's one more thing you should know about the sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you do well to bring along a... what was it again? My wife Rosa and I were just speaking of it, matter not long ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than mine. Okay. Rosa Hawthorne. Oh, she's all the way over there. It's like that way. Burb. Burb. Thank you, Burb. Rosa? Oh, they're bees? Peace offering for the sylphs. Were it anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep, dear no. The tastes run more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milk root? That's what we call the root of the most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions to the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying the stuff, but the sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time. I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to stimulate it somehow? With some of this amber syrup, for example, you might be surprised what comes out. Good luck. It doesn't sound very safe. Stimulate it with some amber liquid. Severo, what did you do to this game dev? You gotta stimulate a curious tussock with some amber fluid and then slay the ochu. Amber syrup. Present the milk root to Rolf Hawthorne. Run, Choco, run. Oh, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? I believe so. Milk root, but of course, those sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road, a gift of milk root will have the sylphs calling you friend and brother the moment they lay eyes on it. And let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. Quest complete. Rolf Hawthorne is gift wrapped the offering. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milk root well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from that god's awful stench. The sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in Chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the morbol that put an end to my adventuring days. And I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yes? Yes. Sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you regale me with your adventuring tales. Oh, and forget. Don't go traipsing off just yet. Ameline here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend. Do pass along my regards to the winged ones. Oh, these dudes have wings? It's good to see your knowledge of Sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young sylph by the name of Komuxio. He has served as an intermediary between our peoples on many occasions. He has the close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root sylph Sodor. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver. A missive from the elder Seedseer herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Exile has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Alright. That's not far from here. Well, those big guys. Walking one is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust this strange one. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one we expect no such things. Walking one should go home and leave this one be. Oh, okay. This one would welcome walking one who moves like these ones. If walking one would walk to this one, and this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so walking one should speak with a quick tongue. Walking one would bring gift to this one. Walking one is most kind. I have 2 gifts even. Walking one brings milkroot. Milkroot fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks. Gives many, many thanks. Walking one carries message for Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking one should not worry. Hello there, we're envoys from Gridania and we're here to treat with your people. I have come pay our respects to your elder and learn from him more of your Lord Ramu. Who are these ones? These walking ones come from Gridania. Walking one became a dancing one and brought milkroot. The walking one tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder one is busy. Walking one should go home. Oh, see what happens when you bring your kid brother and he ruins everything? Go home, you say, but the Sylphs of Little Solace have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. Letter carried by Panz here is an oath of peace, penned by the elder Seedseer herself. Still you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business of walking ones. Elder has no words for Gridania. Walking ones waste everyone's time. Well, I never. Turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Pan's jig insufficiently jiggy? No, you guys didn't jig. I'm as baffled as you. Something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. You needed to dance and bring a gift, you two. Which one's worth the most monies? They're all the same. They didn't dance. That was the problem. Gotta dance. Gotta dance. Alright, I think that's the perfect time to have a quick break, make a cup of tea, get a little streamer room, come back and pick up the next quest. This is getting good. Be right back.